Hola, people of America. First of all, this video is basically going to be explaining that Valor is back. And if you don't know who Valor is, you probably even don't because of how long we've been away. We haven't been a group in like, I don't know how long. I'd say like a year and a half, 2 years, 1 year, around that time period. But that's the last time Valor actually did anything with Dom. And today is the day that I'm going to announce that we actually joined together back and we're going to be doing Dom again. So basically I'm going to be explaining this video. First of all, Valor's reformed and the name change that we have, and also the history of Valor and like what happened, why did we even split up, and what our new team's plan of action is basically. And also like, you know, the current members and all that fact stuff about the team, that'll be later. That'll probably be the last thing in the video. But I'm just going to be like talking about Valor and shit like that in this video and what's going on. You'll probably just be watching Dom gameplay in the background, but you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, to start this video out, first of all, I just want to say Valor has reformed into a new group, and the new group's name is called Acuity. And if you did not know, Valor meant brave or courage, and Acuity's definition is sharpness or keenness of thought, vision, or hearing. So it's basically wise, like to be wise, basically. So the purpose of the name change, first of all, when Valor was together, we would always... Okay, I'm gonna quote King here, which is our leader. He was always our leader. He said, "Anyone will tell you a drive is what you need to pursue a goal." And back then, when we were Valor, all we had was a drive. But the thing was, we didn't have a goal. We just had all this like stamina and all this like what's the word? All this motivation. But we never had a goal to pursue all that motivation, to put it all towards something. We were all just there like, yeah, look, I'm fucking demolishing Scrubs and Dom, like, you know. But the thing with Acuity is, we're now like, we have a goal now. And we're gonna get that drive back. But at least we have a goal now, so at least we have a purpose for that drive. So that's like kind of why we went from Valor just to Brave, and we just like brute force, and now we're like more wise, like we've had experience before in the past. And this is like, I'm quoting King here, right? He's explained this all to me. King is like the smartest person I know, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the history of Valor. I'm just gonna tell it from my point of view. It's probably gonna be biased and stuff, but hope you can handle that. Anyway, I'd say, I don't know how long ago it was, but it was so long ago that I can barely remember how long ago it was, so that should give you an idea. But a long time ago, Valor was probably at its peak, and then we started having this really small little problems, and all these little snowballs that were like little tiny problems getting thrown at us became huge boulders, and we just couldn't avoid these problems anymore. And it was also like, you know, competitively we had problems, but it was also like in the team we had problems with opinions and what we should do next and all this stuff. And eventually it was a snowball effect, and our whole like team just kind of fell on itself. And it was literally like we had this huge tower built above us, and we were like, instead of like what we're gonna do with Acuity, we're gonna build this team kind of like an actual structure. With Valor, we were kind of just placing dominoes on top of each other, and then finally that last domino just kind of tipped and it just fell, the whole thing. And that's kind of what happened. Basically, we just had this argument and the whole team just split, and the whole team was just gone. And we lost connections. First of all, our team members just lost connections. The only person I really talk to now is Ned, Zach, Rogue. Like that's like, and there were 20 members, so that kind of gives you an idea. And now we're all back together, Acuity, and it's all the members. I'll list all the members later. But that's kind of like what happened with Valor. So now Acuity, I'm gonna go ahead and explain what King said, because like he's our leader and he's like basically the voice of us. I'm just delivering the message. Alright, so like he said before, Valor was just about drive. There was no like pursuing a goal, it was just drive. There was he said there's not much direction other than like everyone just saying, oh, we gotta defeat Nautilus and all this shit, you know, just stupid goals, right? Like just defeating the top team, okay? But now that he says, now that we've grown older and we understand things now, nothing's really in the shadows. It's not Valor that we need to push forward anymore, it's Acuity. So it's not like we came together to bring back what we had. We came together to make something new. Okay, that's That's the best way I can put that. He also says that, like, he kind of says it so where we could all understand it, so he explains it in a situation. He says Valor dropped the swords and picks up some books. So instead of us, just bringing brute force and all this shit, we've actually stopped for a second and actually thought, and actually put our brains to the test and shit. So now, like, since we're actually smarter and actually going to think things through, we have, like, a better approach to the situation than Valor did. He said beyond all the philosophy and shit, I just think he was speaking to all of us in the group. I think that all of you will agree with me on this one, but Valor died a long time ago. Valor was like an age. It wasn't really a team or like this. It wasn't really a team or anything like that. It was more like it was more like an era, basically. He said, in my mind, in order to move forward, it's time for us to move into a new age, the age of acuity. So we're basically just going in a timeline, kind of, like just, instead of trying to remake Valor, we're pushing forward. So that pretty much explains, like, acuity, our goal, and how it's different from Valor and stuff. I don't want to go too in depth, even though I pretty much did, but there's a lot more information that I'm just going to leave out, because, that's private, Alright, so that pretty much explains it. I know I'd said, like, I'd explain all the members and stuff, and who's in acuity now, and who's not in Valor, and all this shit. But, honestly, it's too questionable right now, and I'm not exactly sure, so I'm just going to wait for that to be another video. And I know that you've been staring at this hair right here the whole fucking time, and I hope it looked pretty for you guys. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not much else to say. It's going to be a short video. I thought there'd be more information about acuity and stuff, but that's pretty much it. That's all I want to explain and shit. I don't want to give too much away, I gave a lot of information, so that's pretty much it. Not much else to say. Acuity, Valor, two different things now. New team, probably doing comp and entering the CCL, which is competitive champions. Champions Competitive League. We'll probably be joining that, and next season or whatever. So all I have to say is I look forward to the new era of acuity, and I hope you guys do too, because I'll definitely be doing a lot of videos on practices and funny moments with all of our friends and shit. Because in the end, acuity isn't just a team; it's a group of friends. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys are excited and as much as I am, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.